a smooth breakdown here for you guys. Good energy, high vibes. Then Uncle Demi dropped a video talking about the NBA 2K26 my player builder in the cap breakers. I'm gonna give a breakdown as well. We want to talk about something because a lot of people are thinking builds are gonna be super ridiculously OP, and it's going to be more of a calculation chess. Listen, it's just like if there was a game board or a maze puzzle game that came out and had different ways to beat it and go through it. Mike Wayne and them already know. They already seen all the ways, the combinations, the pieces together. They gotta look through a scan of it because they have some little stat chart to see. Understand that. So they already made counters and stuff. Let's listen to this a little bit.
Driving dunk at a 14 and a standing dunk 15 and that type of etc. But why when it comes to shooting is like non-existence except for the free throw. Okay, well, you have to look at a couple things. Remember, there's a formula here in the background working, trying to place you in whatever category you're going to be in. But there's also, let's say, a total point system. Okay, so a total point system at the end, and depending on how many points you already used up making this build will also determine how many cap breakers and the points you would get for the cap breakers. All right, what reason why this wasn't a good example is because a lot of the points were used up already, and the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at the driving layup, it's already a 99. You look at the steal.
Let's just talk about it, dumb it down real quick. If this is the cap breaker screen, this means this is a build already that has been able to get cap breakers. 2K would not be able to show it otherwise. Point blank better. Right? So now that we know that, when we look at this build, we have to look at this build and break down the entirety of the build. And look at it and say, what type of build are we dealing with here? If the driving layup is a 99 and the steal is a 99, right? One thing I'm noticing with this builder, this my player builder, is there's a lot of freedom. This is what LD2K posted. 2K26 builder. LD2K, works for 2K. He's been, he may have a phone call with Mike Wayne and they'll give him a little rundown like, yeah, man, this is what the builder was like, blah, 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 blah. Let's go back to here. Meaning, when you go into the builders here, depending on the build you're making, right? Remember, it's only showing 25, right, as his attribute stat. That's because I guess he didn't put this up at all, and all he chose was to put up was the close shot, which they said should go up with your mid range, but we see it's not up, right? They say the mid range and the close shot goes up, but it depends on the height, wings. I don't know. I wouldn't want to say wingspan, but we're definitely going to say the height and the positionality. We're going to say that. Remember, they said they want to make each height and stuff like that matter. So it's differences when it comes to the stats and attributes. Now they went high on the layup, high on the close shot, right? Real high on theirs. Does that mean it has height? We wouldn't say that because the standing dunk is very low. And look at the standing dunk. It can't get too much higher. Like look at those points where he around somewhere at 40, 50, nothing at all. Could be like a small forward type
use
build.
Up a lot of that. I guess you can say if you're gonna use up a lot of those points already, that's working in the background. Then what's gonna happen is you're not gonna have a lot of wiggle room to play with. So what I'm stating is that ideally, what you will want to do is you want to make sure that you're not trying to just go ahead and go straight overpowered in the beginning on your build, unless you're somebody that just knows off rip. You're not going to be hitting any.
So people, one thing I want you guys to see with this new cap breaker system in the new my player builder, you have to be careful with your build. Okay, they're allowing you to go higher in stats because you see this build has a 99 steal, 99 driving layup. Okay, and maybe this will set the course of when people first start playing. I know they may have, or let me see, because it's going to take time for you to get certain. No, this could be a potential bad way to be a this could be like a potential way to be a pair build in a certain way. Not like a pair, but a halfway pair, because he can lay up the ball crazy and then steal the ball from you, I guess, if he wants to. And he has good perimeter defense too, a 92. But when we look at the interior is low. The block is low. So it's like this person only can play perimeter defense, steal the ball from you, and then he can lay up the ball and hit some close shots. His driving dunk is low, and he has to get the cap breakers for this build to be complete. So do you see the type of game we're playing, people? This is a more balanced builder at the start, it seems like. And over the course, people's builds will start leveling up a little bit more to do a little bit more. But I still feel like with this game, stats are going to matter more. They're going to mean more. And what do people say about this? Because some people be like, oh, the 99.3. I feel like the stats actually will have a stronger effect gameplay wise if you have a 99 or 90. And then when you're going lower, the stats should hit you a little bit more. Like, you could still get a boost because, you know, we have takeover and stuff like that. But you still should feel an effect from it to where it's like, damn, there's a difference in between the stats. And I think, and I believe this is why they have this new takeover system here. So eventually he will be able to get these dunks, right, and be able to add that up and go crazy if he chooses to put his cap breakers there. You see how 2K will get you? Like, they're like, okay, you put two of them there, you put it on that drive and dunk, but then you have other spots that need help, like shooting. You know what I mean? We go to the dribbling. This could be like a PG build, people, like some type of pair point guard build. Like, honestly, this is what this is looking like. Pass accuracy 96, ball handle 94, speed with ball 91. Okay, we get to the speed 91, agility 83, strength 52, vertical 61. You see those are very, very low. He would need cap breakers to put them up. Look at those stats that are low. 52 offensive rebound. Can't really rebound this build at all. Look at the stats that are low. Cap breakers are needed to help this build. Otherwise, look at this build's natural stats. Do you want to have a build that has 99 driving layup, pass accuracy 96? I feel like everything is going to be needed, and people are going, like, when you go in your build and you're putting up certain stats and targeting certain badges, and you see like, oh damn, I'm not going to get that if I don't put this mid-range up a little bit. Like, people are going to be all over the place. I can see it already. Some people may be just saying, damn, should I just go pair right here? But you're going to take a bulk load of your points. They had it more freedom with this builder. I can see it already. Way more freedom to add a little bit more or make a more balanced all around build, or go more to a pair side. You can, it's like you can kind of go slightly pair. No, I only say that because it's a 99 driving layup, 99 still. That's it. But these stats are going to be, they're going to weigh more. It's clear. The cap breakers are going to matter in the future because you're going to need those to really make your build to be what it really needs to be. And that's for anybody's build, I feel like. Even if you make a balanced build, there's going to be some more stronger points you're going to want to get by getting these cap breakers. It's going to be different routes you're going to end up choosing than other people. Like, oh, well, I should put it here. Based on the gameplay, because we're all going to be playing the gameplay, and there's going to be different things based on the build you may want to change or make them feel different. So, with this NBA 2K26 My Player Builder, the do's and don'ts I'm gonna give people. You making your build him based off of your play style. Remember what I always would tell you guys. I treat this like it's my real career, like a real NBA career. But it's like a real world career, because we're on the video game console. There's so many other players. You have the ability to be unique, know what your strengths is on the controller, know what animations is your best animations to use, maybe know what NBA player you like the best. If you go with what your strengths are, 9 times out of 10, how are you going to mess up? And put it like this, even if you go with a build, let's say, with whatever you have on your mind, what you may like to do, whatever you see is fun. Like if you like basketball, you like, oh, I like shooting. Make a shooting build. Eventually, you're going to learn how to shoot if you have a good high status shooting build. If it's a slasher, make a slasher build. Eventually, you're going to learn how to use the dunk controls. It's crazy to me when they say people mess up their builds in 2K, and I think in my mind like, how? The build has to have high stats somewhere in some area, and you have to calculate, and it has to be chest in. But see, you see, we got away from that. We got so hooked on to the, oh, there's a meta in 2K. You can actually say somebody's build is bad when they're supposed to just utilize all the strengths of their build on the court, meshed in with their team. It's crazy. It's crazy that we could get to this point of like, oh, bad builds or terrible builds in 2K has to do a build spec to say what your team is gonna. People know what they're gonna lack if they didn't put pass accuracy on the build. They know. People know this. They need something to pop up to tell them. Come on. So remember this, people. Take your time. When you're thinking about your cat breakers, take your time. When you want to make a decision on where should I put my cat breakers, make your own decision. And it's nothing wrong with if you want to follow people too, but you don't be upset when you follow people. You follow and you just try to learn the best way you can until you can develop. And everybody's mind can change at some point, so somebody can say, oh, well, I'm gonna start doing my own thing now. And you just use somebody, as a little crutch to just get yourself in the game. Hit the like, people. More videos coming soon. I'll see y'all in the next one.